Luxembourg is a place that when you are here, you are more secured.
Okay.
And especially it's good for people who have family because they help.
What's up, my journeys? I greet you, Nizobo, Italan Davido. At this very moment, I'm married
with Charles.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello. Hi.
How are you?
Nice meeting you.
Same here, sir.
I'm cool.
All good.
I'm cool.
So, sir, tell me, how long have you been here?
Oh, well, I'm in this country since 2004.
Okay.
And I would say it's about 20 years now.
Wow. In Luxembourg?
Oh, yes, in Luxembourg, yes.
Sounds good. So, sir, tell me, how has it been living here?
Oh, well, it's like any other country you can think on the other side.
Okay.
Yes. It's a place. It's a country. And I can never call a country a town. It's a country. And yeah.
So are you happy living here?
Oh, well, of course. I would say I'm happy because life always, you cannot have it straightforward. From the beginning, you must pass through challenges and, yeah. So when the time comes, the good side also comes. It's not always the bad side. Yeah. So
is Luxembourg really what people think it is?
Well, it depends how they see it.
Okay.
Yes, because I cannot say much about them because everybody has its own experience and its own way. But for me, I can say when I came as an immigrant, it wasn't so easy. It was really tough.
Like, what are those challenges that you went through, like, initially when you came here?
Oh, the challenges are
And how
much.
were you able to navigate,
Yeah, the challenges are much because crossing to another side where you cannot call your country, you don't expect the same thing. Yeah, there will be a challenge. Yes, of course. And nobody comes and get it so easy. Well, there are some people who comes and they find it easy, but depend on the situation.
So what are those challenges that you face there?
Oh, well, some of the challenges are like, going to another place where you don't have your people, you don't have... it's different place altogether. Yeah, so there are some rights you have and there are some rights you cannot have until you get the necessary things you are supposed to have. So it weighs you down. It weighs you down because you cannot just go there and then all of a sudden you become like the people who are there for a long time. No, it doesn't work that way. So it goes with there is a price to pay. Yeah, there is a price to pay.
So tell me, sir, how is Luxembourg now compared to 20 years ago when you came here?
Oh, well, I would say...
What's the difference?
Life is not... It doesn't go one way. As time is going, life also is changing. And we cannot compare 2000 to 2004.
Okay.
And we cannot compare 2004 to 2010. And we cannot compare 2010 to 2025. There must be a change.
So what is the difference? Is Luxembourg still what it used to be back then when you came here? Or there are things that have shifted?
Well, there are changes because today life generally is difficult everywhere. So things are also becoming more difficult. For example, housing is another factor. Also, securing job is also another factor because the population is growing. So as the population is growing, what do you expect? There will be a kind of struggle and things like that. So I will say now it's becoming more difficult than before. Before also it was difficult, but comparing it to now, we can say now it is more tough because the population is growing. And as the population is growing, it will affect so many things. And yeah.
Oh my God. Is it not difficult to get a job in Luxembourg currently?
Well, it depends. It depends on a personal status, because if you have what it takes, for sure, you can have a job. But also, like I said, the population is growing.
So, but is it that difficult now to obtain a job in Luxembourg currently?
That's why I'm saying it depends the kind of job, because there are people who comes here already, job is assigned for them. Maybe they apply before coming. But when you are here, it depends the kind of job you want. You cannot. The job market is really saturated. Yes, so it is not so easy. Yeah, it's not so easy. It takes time, but I think with time, you surely find something. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Depending the kind of job you are looking for.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about the education sector in Luxembourg? How is it like? Okay, sir.
Well, I cannot talk much about that side because I'm not really. I don't have experience about that. Yeah. So I think this question goes to at least people who have applied.
Okay.
And they can talk much because when you don't have idea of something, you cannot say, maybe it is ongoing or maybe it is stopped. But all depend on individual, what you are coming to study. Yeah, it depends.
Will you encourage someone to come here?
I will not encourage people because like I said, some people can endure. Some people cannot endure. And Luxembourg is a country, as things are changing daily, it is affecting the economy. It is, so you tell somebody, don't come. And then the person will say, why are you there and you are telling me don't come? So it is personal decision.
Okay.
If you come, and it works for you, fine. But if you come and it doesn't work for you, that one, because I cannot promise somebody to come, and at the end of the day, you will say, oh, but in your interview, you said, oh, it's cool here, and I come and things are not going good, So for me, if you feel here, it's okay for you. Why not? I cannot stop you from coming, but I will not even advise people to come because it's not easy. It's not easy. Comparing my time to now. Now I don't even know how they are doing it at the immigration. I think now it's very tough. It's very tough, yes.
So you're kind of like talking about housing. So is it also that difficult to obtain a house, like in terms of buying or renting an apartment in Luxembourg?
Europeans are more organized, and they don't do things anyhow. They make sure everything they are doing goes well for people. So, of course, people who want to buy a house and already their age is advanced. Of course, the income is not so much, and also too, you need to work for a longer time. It is not easy for one person unless maybe you have a job that is fetching you a big money. Yeah, so I think it's not so easy for buying. But when the age is less and you have a good job with your partner, why not? it is you can have it. Yeah.
How about to rent? Like, is it also?
Yeah, renting is not so easy because it's part of their security, security-wise, because they must know who is in the country, and they must know who they are renting to. Not like other places that you can rent to anybody at all. They make sure you are here, you have the stay, you have the job, so that at least things will be much easier for them to control, So I would say it is not so easy, but yeah, so far as you are in, you will surely find a place to put your head.
Sounds good. So, sir, I think this should be my last question, sir. There are a lot of Africans who are kind of like maybe even selling their properties, like to come to Luxembourg. Like a lot of people are trying to get a visa to come here. So, what would you tell someone in Africa, like who is kind of like planning maybe to sell his or her properties just to come here and work?
Well, like I said, some apply for jobs back home before coming. So they already know that.
I mean, is it advisable for someone to sell his or her properties back home then to come here and live?
It is a individual decision. Well, like I'm saying, it's individual decision because somebody might have applied for a job back home. He's coming here. Maybe his job will take him more than 30, 40 years. And maybe back home, you don't have somebody who can take good care of that property. So in this wise, he will prefer to rent it or to sell it and come here. But when you are coming for maybe a short period, then I will not advise you to sell that property because here that you are coming, you don't know your fate. Whether you will stay here or you will go back. And when you go back, then you have nothing. So for me, I will advise people, anything you have as property, you keep it. And when you go elsewhere and life is not balanced, you go back and you still have your property instead of selling it, But when you sell it and you feel you are going to a better place where, then, so it's a personal decision. Yes.
Sounds good. Sir, do you have any kind of life advice for someone who's been watching to this very moment?
Well, life is always not as easy.
Okay, sir, one more. Sorry, sir. Yeah. So tell me, what is one thing you love about Luxembourg?
Well, Luxembourg is, when you travel around other European countries and you come to Luxembourg, you see that this place is more it's more organized and it's like clean. I'm not saying the other places are not clean. Other places are also clean. But you can see that everything here is different. Everything here is different and you can see that it is not a big country, it's a small country, but there are a lot of nationalities here, and everybody is doing good. Everybody is doing good. So I would say it's a good place if you have the opportunity to stay here. But if you don't have the opportunity, life is always, we keep on trying. Yeah.
But would you still prefer any other countries around the world than Luxembourg?
Oh, well.
Let's say America or the UK. Would you still prefer to live there? Or you?
No, I prefer to live here because other places also, human beings are living there. And when you go there also, you will survive. But it's like Luxembourg is a place that when you are here, you are more secured.
Okay.
And especially it's good for people who have family because they help the family a lot and they make sure they take care of the children and the state is even trying by social security. You know, when you are here, when you are established, you see that the state also back you. Yeah, they support you and they make sure at least you are not working. Your work will not be in vain, or your effort will not be in vain. They will surely. Yeah, so
can you talk a little bit about the tax, like the the tax
well,
in Luxembourg? Like,
I cannot say
Yeah.
much about that because I'm ordinary worker.
Okay.
So it is people who own business.
Okay.
They can talk about the tax and things like that. So when I say
But
something,
it's not that much, right?
well, I cannot say because when you don't own a business, you don't know how it works.
Like, for example, like people that usually do work, like people that normally works, like after the tax, like do they still have a good salary?
Oh yes, of course,
Okay.
of course, because there is no way you can. That's why I said Europeans are more organized because they make sure everything they do is on point. You cannot just be working without paying tax. You work, you pay tax, and how much is the tax at all? You still have something to eat. So it's not that bad, it's not that bad.
Including the cost of living, the utilities.
Well, it
paying
depends.
the utilities, stuff like that.
It depends on individual what you want because if your budget is not, if you want to go to a shop that costs, automatically your money cannot be, but you live according to your
Absolutely.
yes.
You earn.
Yeah.
Sure. So, sir, finish up with your life advice.
Oh well, life is always difficult everywhere. Nowhere is cool, nowhere is, but we try to adjust ourselves, and then we face the challenges, There is no way we will keep on facing challenges every day. Sometimes it will come and sometimes it will go. So I will not tell anybody that is trying to make life to discourage him. No, I cannot do that. But you must know where you put your feet and what you do in life. So this is what I can say.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank you.
Mr. Charles.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. I guess you all have heard everything he just said. So let me know what you think about what Mr. Charles just said about Luxembourg.
Yeah.
So I've been here for like a couple of days. So it's an amazing place to visit. If you want to come here to visit, I think it's a good place. Nice people, nice culture. So guys, thank you all for watching. See you all in my next video.
Peace.